Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my second episode in my Back on Track series. Basically I'm just going to update you on weeks 1 and 2 and then tell you what changes I'm making for the following couple of weeks. So in my first video I told you that we were keeping everything the same and we were just trying to find our maintenance calories, which is what I did in the first week. So I said just take a bit of a rough guess and then see where you go from there. And we didn't want our weight to go up or down, we wanted it to stay the same. Now my weight throughout the week did go up and down a little bit, but overall it stayed the same, which means I found my maintenance calories. Now for most of you guys at home, particularly if it is your first time doing this, you're not going to find your maintenance calories on the first week. It's just not going to happen. It might take a couple of weeks, it could take up to a month, okay? Just be patient with it. It's really important that you find them. As you will see as we go on, it's really important that you know what they are. So take that extra couple of weeks to find them before putting yourself in a deficit, okay? So please find them and then you can start dieting or cutting or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I found mine straight away. Like I said, it's my job and I have done this before, so I did have a rough idea. So yeah, I got them bang on. So my weight did stay the same for that first week on those calories. Then for the second week, my weight has gone down a little bit. Now, this is only because I went back home to visit my family and I didn't track at all. I tried to make really sensible food choices where I could, but we did eat out. I did have drinks with calories in them. I had a bit of chocolate. Do you know what I mean? I just enjoyed myself while still trying to make sure that I'm getting good foods in there, you know, my veggies, make sure I'm drinking plenty of water, making sure I'm getting my protein. So I still tried to make sure of all those things, but I didn't full on track my food. So because of that, I've probably eaten a little bit less. I didn't go to the gym. So my weight has gone down a little bit, but I am now backtracking and hopefully now it'll be a smoother road. But that does mean that it might go back up a little bit over this next week, because I am tracking again and I'm back on kind of my program. Guys, in terms of exercise, I have literally just been following my program. Like I said to you guys in my last video, I've written myself out a 12-week program and I am just basically following that. So in terms of exercise, just know that's what I'm doing. Because I did go home, I did miss 2 of my workouts. So I just did a home workout and a couple of like body weight exercises at home. And that's pretty much it really. I didn't stress myself out about it, I just missed 2. And then from this week I'm back going. I'm not trying to make up for it, I'm not going in extra, I'm just back following my program as planned. And I did also try and make sure that I still went on, you know, plenty of walks. I have my dog Charlie and obviously Kaia in the pram, so we still tried to make sure that we went out and we were walking and we were being active. It just wasn't at the gym, which is absolutely fine. And that's pretty much it for those first 2 weeks, guys. Like I said to you before, we're not trying to change anything really in those first 2 weeks. What we are trying to do is see our habits and see where we are, find our maintenance calories, and that's pretty much it, which is what I've done. For some of you guys it might take longer, which is absolutely fine. Just take your time with it. Like I said, find your maintenance calories, make sure you've seen what habits you've got, and then we can go from there. So for the next couple of weeks, in terms of exercise, I'm just following my program exactly the same as I have been. However, I am adding in an extra day where I just go to the gym and just do 10 minutes of HIIT training, and I'm not doing anything more than that for now. Literally just 10 minutes, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but if it's HIIT training, then it should be short and it should be very, very high intensity. That is obviously the point. If you're going for more than 10 minutes, I can guarantee it's probably not as high of an intensity as it should be, okay? So all I did yesterday when I went in was on the bike for 10 minutes and I did 30-second sprint, 30-second steady, obviously 10 times, and that was it. So as well as the HIIT, then I'm also adding in abs after that, literally again just like 10 minutes, just doing a few more weighted exercises for my abs. Obviously I can do them at home with body weight stuff, but it is also good to have some weighted exercises in there as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing on that day, 10 minutes of HIIT and then probably 10 minutes of abs, just so that I can do some weighted stuff and add some resistance to them as well. And as well as the ab stuff I'm doing at the gym, I am also making sure that I'm doing some core stuff every day. Now I'm not doing loads, literally like 5 minutes, 1 or 2 exercises each day at home, and that is mainly just to make sure that I'm healing my diastasis recti, which I've obviously got from being pregnant. I don't think you need to do abs every single day, but I am really trying to heal my core. I've only got a 1 finger gap now, so obviously I really want to heal that, so that is why I'm adding in a little bit more core stuff than I would normally recommend. So then guys, in terms of nutrition, this is where I'm now starting to have a little bit of fun, and that's how I want you to think of it. Don't think of it as this really boring chore that you've got to track your food or that you're dieting. Try and think of you having fun with it. So that's how I think of it. So the first week when I tracked, I literally was just tracking my calories, trying to hit the number that I'd set, and that was it. I wasn't paying attention to my macros. I wasn't trying to hit certain numbers with my macros. I was literally just trying to hit my calories. And then from there, the second week, I mean, I visited home, but that's where I started to pay more attention to my macronutrients as well as my calories. So now not only am I hitting my calories, I'm also trying to hit my macros. So guys, out of your macros, the two that are essential are protein and fats. Carbs are not essential, we can live without them. The other two we can't live without. So you need to make sure you are getting protein in there and you are getting fats in there. Even if you are vegetarian or vegan, you still need to make sure that you are getting protein. Obviously they're just going to be plant-based sources instead. So because I found my maintenance, I can now drop myself into a deficit. That's why you need to know what your maintenance is, so that you can then drop yourself into a deficit that's not too big. Now, you've got two ways of doing this, and it is completely up to you which way you want to do. The first way, I'll explain through first, and then the second way is the way that I'm doing. So the first way, say for example your maintenance number is 2,000 calories a day. And this is just an example. Remember, you've got to find what your number is, not just this. And this is not my number either. So say, for example, your maintenance is 2,000 calories a day. Okay? Then from there, every single day, you could drop by, I would say, 200 to 300 calories. So you'd be eating between 1,700 and 1,800 a day. And you could do that every single day. And that would just put you in a full-on deficit throughout the week. And then when you start to plateau, you'd then drop it again to maybe like 1,500 calories a day, and so on and so on and so on. That's one of the ways that you can diet. You literally just have your maintenance and you just go a number below that and drop, and when you hit a plateau, that's when you drop again. And you do that every single day. Now for me personally, I don't like that because you're restricting food every single day, and that's when it can start to feel a lot like a diet. And that's what I don't like. I don't like to feel like I'm dieting, even though I am, okay? So the way that I choose to do is I have higher days and lower days. Now my high days are my maintenance. So using the same example, say your maintenance is 2,000 calories, I'd have so many days eating that exact amount of food. So you're eating at your maintenance for however many days. How many is up to you. I'll tell you what I do in a second. And then the other days you eat in a deficit. Now you just make this deficit a little bit bigger than you would if you were dropping every single day. And overall it will still work out the same, but it's so that you don't feel like you're restricting food every day, because some days you're still eating at your maintenance, so you still feel like you're getting a lot of food, and then there's a few days where yes, you've got to eat less, but then you know the next day you're going to be eating more again. And for me personally, I think this is a much more sustainable way to diet. Personally, like I said, it's completely up to you, and that's the way that I choose to do. So for example, for me, I have 4 high days where I eat at my maintenance, and I put those on days where I'm going to the gym. So I train Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday, so they're my high days. That's where I have the most food to help with my training. It goes towards my training, it helps me recover, it helps give me energy for the gym, and that's why I put it on those days. So then guys, on the other days, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's when I have my low days, and that's when I'm not at the gym. I'll go on a walk, but that's literally it in terms of exercise, so I don't need lots and lots of energy, and that's when I choose to put my lower days. So using that example, you would have say 4 of those days at 2,000 calories, and then the other 3 days might be 1,500 calories. So it's a bigger deficit, but you're not doing it every single day. So then guys, the other thing that I personally like to do is on my lower days, I like to make sure that I'm having more protein and more healthy fats. So that's when I really prioritise. I mean, I prioritise them every day, but that's what I'm focusing on getting on those lower days, and then having less carbs because I don't need the carbs on those days because I'm not training. So guys, the other thing that I am just focusing on is getting more fish, and I'm still trying to drink more water. I've noticed I still do not drink enough water, so I'm really trying to prioritise that throughout my day to make sure I'm getting adequate water, and that then I'm trying to get fish into my diet at least twice a week. And I don't like fish, which is why I don't put it in there, but I need to start trying to put it in a little bit more, so I'm trying to prioritise having that twice a week on top of everything else I'm having, and having enough water each day. And then guys, the other things we looked at was sleep and stress. Now, like I said, stress, I'm not stressed, so it's not something that I'm focusing on at all. But if you are stressed, then hopefully these past couple of weeks you've been assessing that, looking at things that make you stressed and ways that you can either prevent it or that you can make it a little bit more manageable. Whatever those ways are, whether it's having some more time to yourself, or anything, whatever it is, start trying to prioritise that over these next couple of weeks so that you can bring your stress levels down. And the same with sleep. If you've noticed that you go to bed really late and have to wake up really early so you're not getting enough sleep, start trying to prioritise going to bed a little bit earlier. Or if you notice you wake up a lot in the night, is there a reason why? Is there a way that you can prevent it or help it or make it just a little bit better so you're getting really good quality sleep? They're things that I also want you to now focus on over the next couple of weeks. For me, sleep, I just can't help. But for those of you that can, then really start trying to prioritise your sleep and prioritise bringing down your stress levels, because that is going to play a part in your overall health and you losing weight. So guys, that completes this video. That is my little update for you. I will update you again in 2 weeks to kind of let you know how we're getting on, and give you more info for the following few weeks. If you are following along at home or you've got any questions at all, please leave me a comment down below and I will get back to you. And please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!